But again, your actions speak louder than words. What does he take action on? In Afghanistan, you remember McChrystal came out and he issued a report saying we need more troops in Afghanistan. He did this on August 30th, 2009. It took the president 93 days to decide. That's when he ordered an additional 30,000 troops. The BP oil spill, it took him 57 days before he even met with the CEO. That's nearly 2 months later. Do you remember the underwear bomber? This happened over Christmas. The president didn't even make a formal statement until 2 weeks after the underwear bomber. And then on January 5th, he said, well, the system failed in a potentially disastrous way. Acorn. We have been covering Acorn forever. FBI field office opened up an investigation into Acorn on January 22nd, 2009, 2 days after Obama took office. 2 months later, 60 days later, they closed shop, dropped the investigation. It has been 477 days now. Despite new documents, the videos that you saw on Fox News, no new investigations into Acorn. The guys who made the videos, they've already been investigated, they already went to court, it's all done. Investigation into Acorn? No. How about Van Jones? Is there a case of a bigger story, and at least I grew up, worrying about the communists and the Russians coming over the pole. We reported on an actual communist hired by the White House, a revolutionary. Have you read Storm yet? Please, it's available at glennbeck.com for free. It is the organization that he started in Oakland, California. Storm, radical revolutionaries that pined, actually, of the collapse of the Soviet Union. Radical revolutionaries calling for a violent overthrow of the United States government. We talked about Van Jones and started to explain this on July 23rd. Van Jones didn't resign until September 5th of 2009. 47 days it took the White House to comment. 47 days on Van Jones. Now, it's been a week since we showed you the Black Panther that want to kill white babies. Still no comment from the administration. From the administration that dropped this slam dunk case. Not a single comment. All right. So these are the things that are taking suspiciously long. The Obama administration doesn't think they have to move rapidly on war, the biggest environmental disaster of our country's history. Al-Qaeda coming in with an underwear bomber, Acorn and massive corruption, a communist in the White House. Those things, no rush. So what does he think is important? Well, on July 20th, 2009, news of the Professor Gates arrest hits the press. 48 hours later, without, and I'm using his words, without any of the facts, President Obama, despite his staff telling him not to say anything, decides to comment during a major press conference and declare that the police acted stupidly. 48 hours a comment comes from the President of the United States, as opposed to 93 days on war. The Arizona law, they have been begging for reinforcement for 454 days. Nothing. It took President Obama 78 days to come up and file a lawsuit. Do all the paperwork, get it all done, and file the lawsuit. They announced their intentions to sue 30 days before. Got it? Took them 30 days to put it together. 78 to actually file it. 93 to read a report and to decide. Okay, back to the oil spill. 57 days to meet with the BP, right? BP oil ban. 57 days to meet, 37 days to stop all drilling in the Gulf. Now, this is interesting because they lost this in court. A court overruled this ban on June 22nd. Later that same day, within 8 hours, They did it again. They just refiled a third time today. Okay, what does this tell you? Not important. To me, these are the important things. Some of these are very important, but they don't seem, I can't figure out what his priorities are. What are his priorities? You can see what the priorities of the president are. I mean, he can't decide on any of these. But within hours, he could do these. He has Eric Holder set to investigate the Oakland shooting, and it didn't take much time. By the way, the verdict came in at 4:08 p.m. on July 8th. About 6:08, they made a statement of the DOJ. So that's 2 hours. 2 hours. This is the statement. The Justice Department has been closely monitoring the state's investigation and prosecution civil rights division. The U.S. Attorney's Office and the FBI have an open investigation into the fatal shooting and the conclusion of the state prosecution. We will conduct an independent review of the facts and circumstances to determine whether the evidence warrants federal prosecution. Took him 2 hours to issue that. The president can say whatever he wants, but the actions of this administration, especially when it comes to radicals, speaks volumes.